Back now on Triad today, and for those of us who have had family members suffering with some form of pulmonary disease or condition, we know how important pulmonary rehabilitation is. And that leads me to our first guest who's come down to visit with us. I welcome you to the show, Connie Paladenech. You're Pulmonary Rehab Program Director for Northern Regional Hospital, and you wear many other hats too, and we welcome you to the program.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
What conditions require pulmonary rehabilitation? I mean, are there any, you want to give a couple examples of what somebody might have or need have to go into rehab for?
Well, I think there are a lot of examples. For instance, I think one of the things that probably most people are familiar with would be COPD.
Right, which is what my dad had when he was alive. Yeah.
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Right.
But really, what we're learning about pulmonary rehab is that it is really the most effective treatment that is available for people with chronic lung disease.
Trying to build up that lung capacity and just
absolutely.
At least maintain, you know.
Right, and many other things too. There are so many comorbidities that are associated with chronic lung disease. And although at this time we really don't have the ability to cure chronic lung disease, one of the things that we know that we can do is to improve a lot of the other comorbidities to prevent deconditioning.
Right. How would you, and just very briefly, how would you describe to somebody if they didn't know what pulmonary rehabilitation is, how would you describe what it is?
Well, just briefly, pulmonary rehab is it's a comprehensive, medically directed program that is specifically designed for people with chronic lung disease. And what it does is to focus on their individual specific needs. So there are a lot of things that we might cover.
Like, give me an example if somebody came in with COPD or something and they start rehabilitation with your program. I mean, is there a certain exercise? Give me an example of an exercise or something they might do.
Sure. There are a lot of exercises, and those tend to be specific to each individual because people have so many different comorbidities. But one of the first things that we would want to focus on would be breathing techniques to help people do more with less shortness of breath, because if you can't breathe, nothing else really matters.
Is this, I know this is going to sound like a stupid question, but is pulmonary rehabilitation in general something that's short-term or long-term for a lot of folks? I mean, is there a regimen that just says, okay, after this many weeks, you're done, go on back home and do this and that, or is it an ongoing thing?
That's a great question. Initially, I think there is a phase where people are regaining physical function that they have lost. But one of the things that we really try hard to get our patients to understand is that it's a use it or lose it proposition. Right. It's something just like exercise. You have to keep it up to maintain the benefits. So it really is a lifelong endeavor.
And people, and there's some good lessons, I guess, for all of us, well, especially those who go through pulmonary rehab, lessons to learn that they carry with them through life, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, trying to maintain your health and do some exercise and take it easy and stay in touch with your physician. But I just think what you're doing and what you offer is just very special, and I just appreciate all the work you're doing. I want to put something up on screen, just a general website for Northern Regional. It's choosenorthern.org is the website. Say it again for the radio listening audience, www.choosenorthern.org, and that can lead you to other information and services that they offer there. But Connie, thanks for all the good work you do.
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be with you today.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll be right back.